What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some interesting news. As we know that 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who's currently the reigning super middleweight undisputed world champion, widely considered to be the face of the sport of boxing, top 3, if not the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Saul Canelo Alvarez. He took on WBA light heavyweight world champion, undefeated Russian superstar boxer Dmitry Bivol last night, in which Dmitry Bivol outclassed and dominated Saul Canelo Alvarez, en route to a unanimous decision victory, although the judges attempted every way possible to give Canelo Alvarez the fight, right? Where the judges' scorecards evenly across the board, 115, 112. All 3 judges scored the fight the exact identical way. The first 4 rounds to Canelo Alvarez, the next 4 rounds to Dmitry Bivol, round 9 to Canelo Alvarez, and in the last 3 to Dmitry Bivol, okay? So with that said, they have the fight 7 rounds to 5. Giving Canelo Alvarez 5 rounds in the fight, he absolutely was obliterated and dominated it, okay? It wasn't a competitive fight. With that said, Canelo Alvarez is now 57 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He is 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach at the age of 31 years of age, okay? Dmitry Bivol is now 20 wins, no losses, no draw. 11 wins by way of knockout. He's 31 years of age, 6 feet tall with a 72-inch arm reach. Canelo Alvarez, he lost in the same manner he lost to Floyd Mayweather. And with Floyd Mayweather, he lost every single round, but yet the judges decided that he deserved to get a draw. He lost every single round to Floyd Mayweather. In this fight, Canelo Alvarez was the clear A-side going into this fight. He called all the shots. The ring size, the purse, Dmitry Bivol reportedly only got $2 million purse. Everything, and Canelo Alvarez, he didn't put a rehydration clause. Dmitry Bivol dominated the fight. Yet Dmitry Bivol, shockingly, who stated after the fight, post-fight, hopefully he gets treated like a champion should they have a rematch. Dmitry Bivol is showing how desperate he is to get another fight with Canelo Alvarez, as Dmitry Bivol is agreeing to go to 168 now, to give up his advantage, to fight Canelo Alvarez in a rematch. Now, in the past, Dmitry Bivol, he stated that he would fight Canelo Alvarez at catchweight. He'll fight Canelo Alvarez at 168. Canelo Alvarez is still the undisputed super middleweight 168-pound champion. So Dmitry Bivol is now saying he'll fight Canelo Alvarez at 168. Now, there's talks that Canelo Alvarez, initially, he and his team stated that they wanted an immediate rematch. Then Canelo Alvarez, he stated that, it's boxing, it's part of the game. You win some, you lose some. They got to go into the drawing board and see what's next. Well, now, Canelo Alvarez is saying that he thought he won the fight 7 rounds to 5. He stated that he believed he clearly won this fight against Dmitry Bivol, and that at best, Dmitry Bivol won 5 rounds. This is what Canelo Alvarez stated. At best, Dmitry Bivol won 5 rounds. That's pretty shocking, because Canelo Alvarez's body language told you all you need to know in the fight, that he lost the fight, okay? And Canelo was asked, do you feel like it's the same outcome? How do you feel the same way you felt when you lost to Floyd Mayweather? And Canelo Alvarez said no, because he knew in this fight I gave it my best. I gave it everything I had. And that was it. That's all I had, right? But yeah, he turns around and says that the judges didn't do their job. Well, they attempted, but you was getting outclassed. They couldn't justify giving you that fight. So they attempted to give you the fight. The judges did their job. They attempted first 4 rounds to give to Canelo Alvarez. There's no way you didn't see Dmitry Bivol. All 3 judges saw the first 4 rounds go to Dmitry Bivol. To Canelo Alvarez. You couldn't find one of the first 4 rounds to give to Dmitry Bivol in a fight that he clearly dominated. Oh no, the judges did their job. They attempted. You didn't do your job. You didn't uphold your end of the bargain. And so there was no way for them to justify. Thus the reason why they said, okay, we got to give Dmitry Bivol these next 4 rounds, because we saw how this fight is playing out. That's why I said that the judges need to be sitting tennis style above the ring with headphones on, with a desk in front of them, a flip table in front of them, okay? And with a flip table in front of them, and to be able to electronically score the fight round by round, so we can see it. So we can see every round that they are judging. We can see every round. So they can't have this giving this to Canelo, giving it, and then you can see they clearly made a mistake and see that they're trying to correct the error, and then they score the next 4 rounds for Bivol. And then there needs to be a secret judge that's off location, like they do in the NFL when there's an issue in instant replay. They call somebody in New York, no matter where the game is. That's what needs to happen in this situation that breaks the tie, because there's no possible way that the judges saw first 4 rounds go to Dmitry Bivol. No way. So with that said, I thought Dmitry Bivol clearly won the first 4 rounds. There's no way you could justify giving it to Canelo. So Canelo saying that the judges didn't do their job correctly. No, they did. You just used to getting the benefit of the doubt. They attempted, but you got dominated in such dominant fashion that they couldn't justify continuously trying to give you this fight. So with that said, why is Dmitry Bivol willing to give up his advantage? If Canelo Alvarez is daring to be great, he already beat Sergey Kovalev for the WBO title at 175. So he had success at 175. Why would you be to this point where Dmitry Bivol can carve out his own niche, his own legacy? Dmitry Bivol can go ahead, okay, and fight the winner of Joe Smith Arthur Beterbiev that's taking place June 18th. He could fight the winner for Undisputed. No roadblocks in the way, and gonna make big money to do so, because the amount of attention and recognition that Dmitry Bivol is going to get for the manner he dominated Canelo Alvarez is going to be life-changing in itself. So there's no way that Dmitry Bivol, no reason that Dmitry Bivol should be barking up the tree to say that he'll go to 168. Why would you give up your advantage? You are a career 75-pounder. Dmitry Bivol is a career 75-pounder right now. Why would Dmitry Bivol run the risk of giving up that advantage? Now, once again, you're putting the ball back in the court of Canelo Alvarez. There's no way you go to 168. He's the undisputed champion at 168. There's no way Canelo Alvarez is relinquishing the reins of his A-side status, especially being the undisputed champion at 168. So why would you give up your advantage? You are the man at 175. This is the problem in the sport of boxing. All too often, these fighters, we wanting to give up their advantage. They want to ride the coattail of other fighters. You just dominated Canelo Alvarez. Just like he carved out his niche for his status and his stardom, you can carve out your own niche for your stardom. Right now, you beat Canelo Alvarez at 31. He's not over the hill. He's not too young. There is no excuses. He already had success at 175. He beat Sergey Kovalev for the championship. You are actually smaller than Sergey Kovalev, Dmitry Bivol. So why would you want to give up your advantage? Carve out your own niche. You have the opportunity right now to go ahead and fight the winner of Joe Smith Arthur Beterbiev and become undisputed at light heavyweight. Because if Canelo Alvarez beat Dmitry Bivol, best believe, in the manner that Bivol beat him, you best believe there's no way we're even having any consideration about a rematch at 168 or any other weight, because the goal was achieved, and now Canelo Alvarez is moving on to the next, and don't see a reason to rematch Bivol, because then he'll say Bivol just won a payday. Payday, payday, you want payday? I know that. That's what Canelo Alvarez is going to say. Payday, payday. I just dominated you. I beat you in every fashion of the game in that squared circle. It wasn't even a close fight. And nobody, if the same outcome as yesterday was role reversed and the name was Canelo on the victor instead of Bivol, first of all, everybody will be saying that what was the judges doing? Okay, it'll be an outpour of complaints towards the judges and their decision to give the Bivol 5 rounds. And then secondly, not a single soul would be calling for a rematch. Nor would Canelo, nor would the promoters, nor would the networks, nobody. Especially if Canelo was the champion. Bivol was the champion. So why would Dmitry Bivol look to give up his advantage and say, I'm going to go down to 68 when you was just a victor? So what do you prove by going down to 168? It's no longer about legacy. It's about cash then. You feel like you can't make the money you're going to make fighting Canelo Alvarez if you fight the winner, Arthur Beterbiev, Joe Smith Jr. It's amazing to me. It truly is amazing to me. And it's unfortunate. So the fact that Bivol is saying that he's willing to go down and Canelo Alvarez and his team are saying that they don't even know if that's what they want to do yet. And he's saying he's willing to go down to 168 for a rematch because I think that now Dmitry Bivol feels like Canelo Alvarez is hesitant to do a rematch because of the outcome, and they may change their mind and go in a different direction. And he wants to secure it by any means necessary because he knows the competitive nature of Canelo Alvarez is going to tell Canelo Alvarez, you can beat this guy, and he wants a rematch to avenge that. He never got the opportunity to do that with Floyd Mayweather. It's amazing to me. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.